press the window key and then search for access. A C C. I have pressed triple C. So A double C E S S. So whatever access, so whatever application are being suggested to you by the search box, go for it. So I am going for the Access 2007. I am selecting this particular option and then pressing enter. Once you hit enter, you will be presented with this screen in which you will be asked to select some database. So I'll be saying that here it is. It is saying a blank database. So irrespective of the data, irrespective of the version which you are using of the Office Access 2007, you will be asked to, you will be prompted. The user interface will be you have to look for the blank database option. Select for that particular option. Then here in the right hand panel, your panel might differ from versions to versions. So here in my version which I am using, which is Office 2007, it is showing that that particular file which I am going about to create, it will be saved within this particular section, see users. So if I open up my magnifier, I can show it to you that what is the path which it is showing it to me. So here it is showing that C users stores here within this particular folder, this particular file will be created. Now click on this particular folder icon. I can change the path of the default path. So I will be selecting desktop and I will be giving it as a maybe Aptech student details. While creating a file, make sure that your table name, your database name, they are some in logical format. Other persons who are viewing your this particular file which you are seeing, they can make, they can intercept, they can make out of it that what that particular database holds, the records, what that particular record holds of. So now let me press OK. Fine. So let me create the file. So here in this particular table section, right click on it, not left click, right click. You have to go to the design view. Design view, and you have to give a name of the table. So I will be naming the table name maybe student underscore details. That is the name of the table. So within a database, there are tables. Tables are organized. They hold relationship with each other and they hold relatable data. Right? I have a table for name. Then the first of all ID is the roll number ID, which is a unique key, that is the primary key column. Then the ID, then the name, and then the subjects which you have taken. Then there is another table which is ID, then name. After name there are some columns for his details like address, phone number. So these two tables are related to each other, but they have been separated. One is dealing with the subjects which he has enrolled himself for, and another one is the details of his contact details. So these two tables are related to each other with the ID field. This ID field can be roll number. So that particular field, which is a unique constraint, which is a unique for each of the column, that particular column label is known as the primary key. Now let me press OK. So here is the ID. I can change it to roll number, which is a auto name number. Now this data type, there is a data type. So I will be naming that name, and I will be giving is a name of OK. So here it is saying the name you supplied is in a reserved format. So name is already a reserved keyword for Microsoft Office Access. It is asking you whether you want to override it or not. Yes, I want to override. I want to override whatever constant which is being added to the name property. I'm overriding it and I'll be using the system keyword name for my sake of use. Now let me press OK. So I can select text. You will be having in the Office 2016 version, you have the short text, long text. So this restricts that particular column label. I mean, what kind of data it can hold, it restricts that particular data. And finally, we will be having subject or maybe department. Department. MENT. Fine. Now I will be giving this as a text as well. After filling up this particular rows and columns, what I will be doing, just notice that before roll number there is a key icon present. That means that is a primary key. If I keep my mouse over here, this part of the table is primary key. So primary keys are the unique constraint. Primary key cannot have duplicates. We can have two person with name Ram, but two person with name Ram, but their primary key, that is their roll number, won't be same. So one person's Ram roll number is 12 or maybe Adhan number. So Adhan number cannot be a duplicate field. So any in a table, we have to select a column in which there will be no duplicate data. Take that column and store it as a primary key. Now after this, now if I want to right click primary key, see. So if I want to change the roll number to name as the primary key, we can easily just click on that particular field. After right clicking on, we have this primary key. So this is a GUI based database management system. Access is a GUI, means graphical user interface. So whatever you are getting, after right clicking on it, I am giving this primary key. All these things are known as GUI. GUI means graphical user interface. You are giving this sort of window, graphical window. So I will be leaving roll number as the primary key column. Then I will be right clicking on it and then open. Open is to design view, is to design that particular. You must first save the table. Now click on yes and your database has opened up. So since roll number is the auto number, I won't be making any changes. I will be simply pressing tab and I will be giving RAM and department ECE, tab, again tab, Kiron, and then EEE, electrical and electronics engineering, and lastly I will be giving Shamol and I will be giving him as CSE, computer science engineering. So you can click on this pencil icon to save the changes, or you can click anywhere in your table to insert these changes to the table. Now after so the table has been created. Now for query, we have to click on this particular section, create, and then we have to go to query design, table design. Okay, so create is table design is for the designing purpose. Database tools, external data, data sheet, create. There will be somewhere here. We have to click on this query design wizard. Click on this query design. Now in this query design, after selecting on it, click on the table name which you want to, where you want to make the changes, wherever you want to execute the queries. After selecting on that particular fields, click on add, then close. Now we have to click on the column names which I want to view after running the query. I want to view the field of name and department, only these two sections. Fine. Now I am saying that criteria, whosever name is Ram, I want to view their records. So criteria within quotation. So we will be writing anything within quotation for the string value. String means ABCD. And if it is a 1, 2, 3, 4 like roll number is in integer, we will be giving as it is without any quotation. So criteria Ram, fine. After that we have to click on this run button. So see, only one record is being fetched because we have in our particular table we have only one record with name Ram. Let me run another query for the update field. So we'll be going to the create, and here we'll be going to the not query wizard, we'll be going to the query design section. Click on this query design. After that you have to select the table name and click on add, then close. Then click on the name of the fields which you want to view. Earlier in the before example, we had wished to view only the name and the department column. In this particular scenario, we want to view all of the columns of my table. So I'll be double clicking on each of the fields. Now I'll be again going to design section and I'll be clicking on this update button. Now in this update section, I am saying that update to name, whosever name is Ram, I want to name change his name to Ram to something else. So update Ram to Shamol Kumar Mondol. Fine. I'm giving. Notice that I am providing this value within some quotation because name is in alphabet. I mean ABCD way. Now finally I will be going to here this run button. Just click on it. So here it is asking for a prompt. A prompt has opened up. It is saying you are about to update one row. Now click on yes. Now go to the student details section. See Shamon Kumar Mondol. Let me keep my mouse between the two columns and left click and drag across to make the column a bit wider. So this is an introduction to the Access where I have showed that what is the primary key. Primary key is a column, is a constraint given to a column in which no duplicate records can be present. That is the primary key. So we search for a value in the table with the help of this primary key. And we have these three columns: roll number, name and department. We have to give, first of all, we have to go to the design view to make the names of the, I have to select the name of the column and I have to give the data type it will hold. Fine. And after that, after design view, so right click, we have to select first design view to design the table, and then we have to, after designing is complete, we have to click on open and then click on yes to save the table. Insert some data. After that, click on this create and you have to click on this query design button where you can run your queries. After that, here you will be finding a run button, and with the help of this run button you can execute the query which you have written, the changes which you want to bring about. So that's the short tutorial for Access. That was what being taught to you in the last class. Thank you all and happy coding. So I need to close all of the things, the magnifier first.